Okay, well, so the next is bound tariff. But what is bound tariff? देखिए, bound tariff and applied tariff, they are almost the same. Okay, with one very minute difference. What is the difference? Let us understand the concept here. Now, WTO members, what they will do, they will decide a maximum limit and minimum limit of tariffs. Like this is the range. I hope you understand what is range. Range is like with minimum limit and the maximum limit. We call it floor limit and the ceiling limit. Okay? Now, when they will decide the minimum and the maximum rate now, the tariff should be in between this range only. It cannot go beyond minimum, below minimum, and it cannot go beyond maximum. Are you clear? Sir, then what is the difference between bound and implied? Suniye dhyan se. Everyone, look at the screen. Bound means when members of WTO will fix a particular rate of tariff between minimum and maximum. It means whenever they trade, whatever type of commodity they trade, whatever type of product they are trading, this rate is fixed and it will apply to every type of product and service. But do remember, this rate what they are fixing should not be more than the maximum, should not be less than the minimum. Should not be more than the maximum, should not be less than the minimum. Are we clear? This is bound tariff. Okay, look at the screen. Applied tariff. If whenever they trade, in every trade, before that trade, I repeat myself. If whenever they trade, in every trade, before that trade, they will fix the rate every time. नहीं समझ में आया, मुझे पता है. I can see your faces. देखिए, every time we are trading, before doing that trade, we are fixing the rate every time. This time you are importing goods, I am exporting goods, this rate of tariff 5%. Next time when you will trade, the rate might differ. The third time you are trading, the rate might differ. This difference in the tariff rate could be on the basis of every trade. Like every time you transact with me, before doing the transaction, you should decide the tariff rate with me. Or you can fix the rate also unit wise. I mean, I'll give you an example with the numbers. I hope you will understand that way. Bound tariff clear hai? For every type of goods services, one fixed rate between minimum and maximum. That is bound tariff. अब this is maximum limit and this is minimum limit. Applied tariff says every time you trade, for every good, the tariff rate could be different. For commodity X, 5%. For commodity Y, 7%. For commodity Z, 8%. Means here we were saying that one rate will apply to every commodity. Here we are saying that different rate might apply to different commodities. Are you clear? In both the cases, one thing is common. What? Whatever rate you are fixing, it has to be within that range, minimum and maximum. Are you clear? So when you will fix different tariff rate for different commodities, One rate for everything. Are you clear? Bound. Minimum, maximum, you will fix one rate for everything. Applied, minimum, maximum, different rates for different goods.
Within the range.
It has to be within the range only.
Sir, who is the fixes the rate? कौन इसका परसेंटेज को मतलब मैक्सिमम टू मिनिमम के बीच में जो हर बार ट्रेड करें, अगर इंपोर्ट कर रहे हैं तो दूसरा है, नेक्स्ट बार कर रहे हैं तो वो दूसरा रेट है, नेक्स्ट तो उसको कौन फिक्स करता है?
Your question is who is fixing this minimum and maximum rate? Members of the WTO who are trading with each other. If you and me are trading, we will decide the things. Are you clear?
सर बाउंड टैरिफ में मिनिमम और मैक्सिमम के बीच में रहना चाहिए एवरी टाइम और एवरी टाइप ऑफ।
देखिए, this is one time you will fix the rate, and that rate should be between minimum and maximum, and that will keep on going unless until you change it. It can be changed with the mutual consent. One second, beta. Let me just clear his out, then I'll come to you. The rate will be fixed between minimum and maximum. It will remain fixed for a long time unless until you and me change it mutually. That is bound. Different rate for different goods. This can also be changed. We have written fix here, right? This can also be changed with the mutual consent. Or every time we transact, we should confirm with each other. Hey, same tariff rate now, or it has changed. It can change on every transaction also. Our intention is to keep it fixed, but it may change in every transaction also. But this will remain fixed for a long time. Are you clear? Yes, beta. Bound tariff is generally for every good, for all the types of goods and services, same fixed tariff rate. Yes. Are we clear? Any doubts, any questions? Yes. No, it depends upon the market condition also. Applied tariff is good for us because every time, if you see that the market condition is changing, you may change the tariff rate. It is good for you. Bound rate, it is fixed. So whatever market is behaving, you cannot change the rate. It depends upon the countries who are trading. Are you clear? Yes or no? Abhi, don't read this part. Let me just explain this concept and you can read the things on your own. देखिए, what is the process of production? Raw material, intermediate goods, finished goods. Yes or no? If I talk about export, or let us talk about import. Look at this screen, please. When you are importing goods, what do you think? Government will charge you more tariffs if you import raw material, or government will charge you more tariffs when you import finished goods? Finished goods? Yes or no? It means if I talk about the tariff on raw material will be lesser than intermediate good, will be lesser than finished good. Yes or no? It means the moment you proceed to the next level of production, your import tariff is increasing. When you are importing raw material, least import tariff. Intermediate goods more than raw material. Finished goods more than intermediate goods. Yes or no? This tariff is what we call escalated tariff. Read it. System wherein the nominal tariff rates on the import of manufactured goods are higher than the nominal tariff rates on the intermediate inputs and raw materials. So when you import intermediate and raw material, you will pay lesser tariff as compared to when you import finished goods. Why? Import of finished good is unhealthy for the economy and import of raw material is very, very healthy for the economy. Yes or no? I told you, no, every import is not bad. So it means if you import raw material, it is good for us. We'll charge you less tariff. But if you are importing finished goods directly, it is very unhealthy for the economy. That is the reason we will charge more tariff. Clear hai na? Sure? Everybody, yes? In India, guys, in India, we have a behavior. Indian people, we have a behavior. If I tell someone, you should not do this thing, our behavior is the very first thing we will do will be that thing. Ulta chalte hain. Yes or no? Acha, what is the solution then? When we know people will do, the first thing they will do is what is restricted. What we should do in that case? उल्टा कर दो. अबे लोगों को उल्टा नहीं करना है. What to do? To stop people, we should take a reverse movement. How? Understand this thing. Look at me. If I tell him, don't import this thing, he will not understand the concept behind it. He will say, sir, bhai, I will import. Yes or no? Then how can I stop him importing the goods? I will impose so high tariff that the price of goods will go up so high that he will be forced not to buy. Yes or no? And if still he wants to buy, go buy, pay high charges to me. Why should I have any problem? If I'm getting more taxes, what is the problem in that case? Yes or no? Like luxury cars. Luxury cars, the import duty could go as high as 100% duty. Means 1 crore ka car value, 1 crore ka tax. The value of car will be 2 crores. But if people you want to buy it, buy. What is the problem? Yes or no? Pay high taxes to the government. Clear everybody? Yes or no? So when government will charge you so high tariffs, so high taxes and duties, so as to prohibit you to import the goods and services, those tariffs will be known as prohibitive tariffs. क्या बोलेंगे उसको आप? Prohibitive tariffs. Are we clear? Read the line what they're saying. A prohibitive tariff is one that is set so high that no imports can enter. Are we clear? Yes or no? No. The behavior is very different. The behavior is very different. Variable tariff are the tariffs where the intention is not to stop that person to buy the goods from abroad, but is to save my domestic market. Prohibitive tariff, the intention is to stop someone to import the goods. Stop क्यों करना है? Because those goods might be disturbing my domestic market. Those goods are not healthy for my people. Those goods I cannot make in my country, and when I know that I cannot make those goods in my country and my people keep on buying those goods, it will increase the dependency on the other country. In that case, if the country gets to know that my people are dependent on that country might make a good play in that. Yes or no? That country can try to take an unfair advantage for that situation. Yes or no? That time example I gave you, no? China, Pakistan. What China is doing? It's taking unfair advantage of Pakistan now. Why? Because they know Pakistan is dependent. Are you getting a point? Yes or no? There are number of examples of the things. Are we clear with the things? Every import is not bad and every export is not good. If you import new technology, if you import new technique of production, if you import raw material, in that case, government sometimes might not impose tariffs on you, government might help you. So if government is helping you, that will be known as import subsidy, also known as negative import tariff. Also known as negative import tariff. It means import tariff is something which is positive. And negative import tariff means you are not charging tariff from the people, you are paying subsidy to them instead. Are you clear? Yes or no, sir?
Yes, sir.
This side, boys, yes? Clear it na? This side?
Yes, sir.
Very good. We have almost reached the end of tariffs wala point. The next is tariffs as response to trade distortions. This type of tariff is very much similar to variable tariff. But this tariff will be applied only when we see, let's say, we decide a minimum limit. We decide a minimum limit that one second. Let's not say like this. Okay, let us decide the minimum limit only. Okay, let us say 10 rupees. I am saying that the goods you are importing, if the price of the goods after bringing them into the domestic market goes below 10 rupees, it means it is not disturbing my market. I will charge you tariffs according to the price of the goods. It means if the price is 9 rupees, I will charge you 1 rupee ka tariff somewhere or the other, because my limit is 10 rupees and your price is 9 rupees. If my price goes to 8 rupees, I'll charge you 2 rupees ka tariff and accordingly. It means how much you affect my trade, my tariff will be decided on that basis only. Difference between variable and this tariff: in variable tariff there is no minimum limit here. I am simply saying if you are importing the goods from the market and they are disturbing my domestic market, I will impose tariff on you. In tariff as response to trade distortion means what? If you exceed my limit, it means I will set a minimum limit here. That will be known as a trigger price. क्या बोलते हैं इसको आप? Trigger price. Say it with me. It is known as trigger price. Trigger price means if you import the goods and the value of the goods is below this price, it means it is triggering me that now you are impacting my domestic market. Now I will impose taxes on you. Are you clear? Yes or no? People, yes or no? Sure? Very good. This is tariffs as response to trade distortions.
Sir, यहाँ पे जो distortion means trade distortion.
Trade distortion means if you are affecting my trade. Distortion means disturbance. If you are disturbing my trade, then only I will impose tariff on you. If you are not disturbing my trade, I will not impose tariff on you. Simple as that.
तो ये सर जब फिक्स किया गया है कि ये मैक्सिमम ये लिमिट ये मिनिमम लिमिट, तो उससे
So that maximum, that minimum was for bound and applied tariff. That is not continuing for everything. That minimum maximum was bound and applied tariff. That is a separate type of tariff. We are discussing types of tariffs here. Support price भी कह सकते हैं, but for the purpose of this particular tariff, we call it trigger price. The idea is to tell that it will trigger the trade. It will disturb the trade now. It will trigger the government to impose a tariff. That is the idea. Sorry? Depend करता है सर गवर्नमेंट के ऊपर. You cannot fix, like you cannot say it particularly. वो generally percentage पे होता है सर. It'll be in percentage generally. I'm saying. Are we clear? Yes. Any idea, guys, what is dumping? Dumping. Huh? Who said throwing? Who said throwing? Huh. But let me add few things here. Throwing, not throwing. It is like I'm trying to throw carelessly. I don't care where the things are going. I'm just throwing like that. Dumping it. I'm dumping the goods. Sir, what is dumping in international trade? Listen to me carefully. This device in India, I am manufacturing and selling it for rupees 100 in India. So how much price my people are paying to me? 100 rupees for every unit, correct? When I sell this commodity to other country, I'm selling it for rupees 10 per unit. Means what? Arey sir, to your own people you are selling 100 rupees. To outsiders you are selling 10 rupees. What is this? This is what we call dumping. इसको क्या बोलते हैं? Dumping. The idea is I will bear loss, don't worry. But I want to create I want to create demand for this good in your market. When I will sell it for rupees 10 in this market, what will happen? In this market, what is happening? Price is very less. Demand will increase. Yes or no? Yes. When the demand will increase, and when I get to know after a certain point of time, when I get to know that okay, now these people are habitual of my goods, they are dependent on my goods, what will happen? I will increase the price. Yes or no? Yes. Government will not let me do this thing. The moment government gets to know I'm dumping the goods in the market, government will charge me very high duties. Government will ask me to pay charges. So when I sell this commodity at 10 rupees, when I'm willing to sell this commodity at 10 rupees in the foreign market, international market, and the government is charging me so high taxes, what will happen? The price of the goods automatically will increase. So my idea of creating artificial demand, my idea to charge very less price, bearing loss, I'm charging very less price, this will not happen actually, right? So the duties, the taxes, the financial charge, the government will apply to cut dumping. They are known as anti-dumping duties. Duties which are imposed against dumping. Are we clear? Yes or no? अब Indian government, the moment Indian government gets to know that a foreign player, look at me, the foreign player is trying to sell goods in India at a very less price. It means that person is trying to dump his goods in India. It will happen. What will happen? First, my domestic market will be destroyed, and second, what will happen? My people will be dependent upon his goods, and I know after a very fair amount of time, what will happen? This person will try to charge more, and my people will be forced to pay more. I will not let it happen. If you are importing goods from him who is dumping his goods in India, I'm going to charge duty on it, and that duty will be so high that the price of the goods after import will match somewhere or other will match the price of the goods in the domestic market. You will not be able to succeed in the objective you were trying to plan. Are you clear? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. But ये high price पे इसको sell करना क्या? Domestic में high price पे 100 rupees पे दे रहा और foreign में 10 rupees में दे रहा.
ऐसा क्यों? I told you not to create demand.
Demand why use? But domestic में तो less.
Sir, domestic consumers who are anyways buying that. They are anyways buying it. I want to open new ways for my product. That is the reason I'm doing it. Foreign players, they try to kill domestic market. Acha, what happened with the Chinese product? I still remember in the year 2000, कुछ 7-8 की बात करते हैं, 2007-2008, we used to see Chinese toys in the market. Chinese toys in the market. One soft toy made in India, 100 rupees. The same toy, better quality, Chinese product, made in China, 20 rupees. It destroyed the Indian market. India का toy market was almost done. Finish. You see brands like Miniso, Yoyoso around you. What is those brands? Japanese brand, Chinese brand ही तो है, Korean brand ही तो है. You go there and you see the best quality products lesser than the price of the Indian made products. What they are trying to do? They're trying to just create the demand. That is the reason the Indian government charge more money from them. When they will bring their goods in India, they have to pay more taxes. Sorry? हाँ बिल्कुल रहता है सर. आपको मैंने क्या बोला? I told you in variable tax, no, that I cannot charge as much as taxes to bring the price of your good equal to the domestic price. I can charge you taxes to bring the price of your good up to the minimum support price. That is what I'm doing, sir. That is the reason Indian government is promoting don't buy make in China goods. Don't buy made in China goods. Have you realized after this campaign of not to buy the make in China goods, what China has done? China used to write make in China or made in China. On the goods, what China used to write? Made in China. After that campaign, China shifted the policy and they stopped writing made in China. They started writing made in PRC. 80% people, they don't know what is PRC. Sir, what is PRC? How many of you know what is PRC? 100% population. PRC is People Republic of China. China की ही गवर्नमेंट है. समझे सर? Are you trying to understand how the things work? देखिए, we people have very less idea about the market. Are you understand what I'm trying to say? So this is how the anti-dumping works. It means the intention behind dumping is false intention, malified intention. Yes or no? Malified, you understand what is malified? Bona fide, you don't understand bona fide in law. What is bona fide? One second. Sir, what is the meaning of bona fide? Bona fide? Very good. Shandar.
You don't know what's behind that. Sir, good intention के साथ
Your law is completed? Law is done? हाँ? अरे दोबारा छोड़ो, पहली बार हो गया, yes or no? So when you have done law, you people don't know the meaning of bona fide and malified. BONAFIDE, bona fide, correct, good intention. When you work with a correct intention, when you work with a good intention, that is bona fide. And when you work with a wrong intention, that is what we call malified or malicious intention. Who took your law? हाँ? बताना पड़ेगा करण को. I should call him and tell him. हाँ? कि people are not answering malified only, sorry, bona fide only. दोबारा करेंगे, तब याद करेंगे. हाँ? ये बढ़िया आपका यार. लॉ खत्म हो गई एक बारी. फिर क्या समझ कैसे नहीं आया आपको? कैसे बात कर रहे हैं यार आप? चलिए उसके बारे में बात नहीं करते हैं, आगे बढ़ते हैं. Anti-dumping duties, the intention is malified. When I'm dumping the goods, it means I am bearing loss and I'm still doing it. That is dumping. But beta, there could be a case where my country is supporting me. Yes or no? My country is supporting me, is giving me subsidies. That is the reason I am in a situation to sell the goods at a less price. Yes or no? What was dumping? Sir, you are selling the goods at less price. Why? Two possible reasons. First, I want to create demand in the market, at whatever cost. I will bear the loss, I will do it. That is dumping. But if I say I'm selling the goods at a lesser price in the market because my country is helping me, my country is giving me subsidies. देखिए, my country giving me subsidies, or I am bearing loss. That is the reason I am selling the goods at the low price. Ultimately, the effect is the same. No, domestic market will be hampered. Yes or no? Yes or no? So, beta, if the government imposes taxes, duties to cut dumping, those duties are known as anti-dumping duties. Or if the government imposes duties just because the other person can afford to sell it at lesser price, government still will import the duty, will apply the duties, and those duties are known as CVD, countervailing duties. Wrong intention, price low है, anti-dumping duties. Bona fide intention, price low है, countervailing duties. Are you clear? Guys, with this, we are done with the types of tariffs. Okay, so the next topic we're going to start here is the export related measures. But these are the measures to control the export. These are the ways to control the export. Okay, now we are going to take some steps to control what? Export. Are you clear? 4 total measures we'll study here. First is ban on exports. But sometimes what happens, because of shortage of supply, sometimes we don't have enough goods, we don't have enough commodities, we don't have enough supply to feed our own people. अब since we are short in the supply of the goods to feed our own people, our intention should be to feed our people first and then you feed the other people. Yes or no? COVID time. During COVID time, what happened with the vaccines wala thing? First, we spared the need of our people. First, we fulfilled the needs of our people, then only we exported. Unless until we were good to go with the needs of our people, we didn't export the goods. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. So ban on export means that there are certain things, there are certain situations, if you are not okay or if you don't have enough supply, to feed your own people, government will put a ban on the export of those commodities which are less in supply. This ban on export is specifically engaged on the export of agricultural products. Because agricultural products are the products which will satisfy the basic needs. Wheat, rice, onion, all the vegetables like that. Yes or no? So first we satisfy our people and then we go for the export. If we are not in a situation to satisfy our people, we will not export it. Government will put a ban on it. Are you clear? Yes. That is what we call the first thing, that is ban on export. Clear hai? You remember I told you, every export is not good and every import is not bad. If you are exporting raw material, what government will do? Government will simply say, pay more taxes to me. If you are exporting more than the required quantity, you are exporting too much, government will say, pay taxes to me. Yes or no? So government might impose tariffs on export. The tariff government might levy on export. It could be specific tariff. It could be ad valorem tariff. Are you clear? Yes or no? What is specific tariff? Based upon unit, weight, measurement. Ad valorem, percentage of the value. Government may choose any of the format to impose the tariff. Are you clear? Third, export subsidies and incentives. But if you are exporting such a commodity in the market which is getting more profits for us, if you are exporting finished goods directly, if you are getting more demand of the Indian made goods in the market, what will happen? Government is not going to charge you, but government will help you, push you, promote you. For that, government will give you subsidies and incentives. Are we clear?
For finished goods import, for finished goods export.
I'm just giving an example to that. Finished good is one of the example. If you are exporting finished good now, it means what? You are exporting something of a very high value which will generate more profit for India. So government is going to support you. Are you clear? People, yes or no? 3 measures. First, ban on export. Second, export taxes. Third, export subsidies and incentives. Are you clear? Sure? Next is VERs, voluntary export restraints, kind of a quota. We can call it restriction also. Government will say on certain commodities, let us say commodity X, government might say that, look at this screen please, government might say that in 1 year, you can export maximum 1 lakh units of commodity X. I will not charge any tax on that. But if you are selling more than the required, more than the quota, more than the limit, then above 1 lakh, we might charge you tariff. And if I charge tariff just because you are exporting beyond the limits, then that tariff will be known as voluntary export restraint. देखिए it is लिखा हुआ ना, it is written. Refer to a type of informal quota administered by an exporting country, voluntarily restraining the quantity of goods that can be exported out of that country during a specified period of time. Means it in one specified period of time, how much you can export. Beyond that, you have to pay taxes. Are you clear? That will be known as VER. You remember TRQs? Tariff rate quota. Up to a limit, no tax or very minimum tax. Beyond that limit, very high tax. Same here. Up to a limit, no tax. Beyond that limit, if you are exporting, you have to pay high taxes. Are you clear? So, brother, these are the 4 measures which are applied on export. 4 measures which are applied on export. Are we clear? What are the 4 measures? Ban on export, export taxes, export subsidies and incentives, and voluntary export restraints, VERs.